Hey guys, what's up? This is Logan with Getaway Vape, and today I'm going to hit you in the face again with another juice review. Now, you know, I was going to do one of two things. I already talked with a buddy of mine. You guys know him. I'm not going to name drop right now about what I wanted to do, but I kind of changed my mind seeing as I went to the shop today, and you know, I picked up one of my all-time favorites, seeing as I kind of got out of my funk with cinnamon or some of the savory blends. I mean, a little bit ago it was between these two right here, Banana Pudding and French Toast by Valor Vapor. But what was it recently? I saw that there was a review posted on French Toast by Mount Baker Vapor, and you know, I didn't want to jump in on that. You know, I kind of thought about it long and hard, and I was like, no, we don't need that much French toast. Although I will say, this one's better. You can actually taste the maple syrup in it. Just saying. So, we have second place winner of Best Juice at Vape Dynasty from Valor Vapor. Now, I'm on the Valor train. For a while there, I just kind of was finding my way around with different juices. I was, you know, still expanding my juice palette, if you will. But, you know, you can't always just keep doing that. You have to kind of go back home. You have to go back to where you get your start. You have to go back to what you love. And today we're going to be doing Monkey Nuts by Valor Vapor. Now, it is a banana nut bread with Bavarian cream. And let me tell you, it's a killer. It won second place at Dynasty for a reason. Should have won first, but, you know. So, let's start with presentation. Now, you know, before we talked about this bottle here, it's got the plastic with the childproof cap, so the window-looking children, you know the spiel. This one is a glass, nice glass bottle, and it does have a childproof cap on it, although it's a little easier. Now, when you get a bottle like this, you know, there's a ring on it, and it's kind of a pain in the ass to get off. This one, you get it just as is, just a light press down, opens right up, gives you a glass dropper. Although one thing I do want to mention actually is this dropper does need to be broken in order to get, you know, like good full fills rather than like one drip's worth of juice. Then again, I drip a lot because I'm weird like that. But overall, look at the presentation. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful green bottle with a shiny black and silver and white contrasted label. Has, you know, all that info you need on it. Although, the only thing I do have to bitch about with that is it's usually marked on in pen, like a nice ballpoint pen, that, you know, and if you know anything about, like, this smooth kind of label and pen, you're going to rub it off with your hands, you're going to rub it off if it's in your pocket, anything like that. So, you know, I mean, if you're like some guys I know where you have to hide, you know, your nicotine content or whatever from loved ones, friends, family, that, you know, that's convenient. But overall, it's just kind of a loss, especially if you're like me and you're kind of floating between 6 and 3 still. And, you know, if you want a 3 and you pick up this bottle that's a 6, you're kind of in a rough spot, you know? Anyway, I'll give that a rating later. But Monkey Nuts taste time. Same setup as before, just with a different build on it. It's a 10 wrap dual 22 gauge build, pumping out at 0.24 ohms, pushing out at 6.92 volts at 200 watts. So this is going to be a hot, dense vape, let me tell you. Oh yeah. So, first things first, you know, like with Sweetmore, I'm going to talk about comes first. And of course, what comes first is the banana. Now, it's a ripe banana extract, almost like that ripe strawberry extract I talked about before in the Sweetmore review. This one is not, in any way, shape, or form, it does not taste fake, it does not taste candied, it tastes like an enhanced real banana, if you catch my meaning. It's not like exact, it's not like, you know, essentially peeling the peel off and then shoving that banana in. No, it's not like that. It's like what you, it's food extract. I mean, what do you expect? It's like getting a banana nut muffin. You get that weird sweet thing going, but it's not in any way candy. It's not like a Runts banana. Let's take another hit. I do have to say I like this build though. It's a little hot, kind of, you know, makes it very dense. You know, sometimes you'll feel like you're choking even with full airflow like that, but you know, it's still good. I enjoy it. And in the background, I got a album that turned 15 today, so good times. From Here to Infirmary by Alkaline Trio, check it out. But anyway, we're not talking about music, we're talking about the juice. So on the second and third hit, fourth hit, you start to taste more of the bread, you know, and the nut. The nut, like that nut element is there. You know, some of the banana nut bread flavors I've had in the past just don't hit that right. They use some sort of weird nut extract or what have you, and it doesn't cover the base. It doesn't hit base. It doesn't even get near touching base. It just kind of adds a weird funk to it. You know, like, I don't even know how to describe that weird shit, but this, it does taste like, you know, you bite into the muffin, you get the banana, you get the bread, and then you get that, like, you bite into the little nut and it's there. Take another one. It's just a very pleasant vape, and I mean, for me personally, this isn't an all-day vape, seeing as I vape pretty often, especially when I have a day off or whatever. I just sit at my desk, watch YouTube, or play games and vape. So, you know, it gets old pretty quick. But, you know, if you're one of those vapors that, you know, vapes when you need to, when it's like more of a necessity thing than a, you know, something to do with your hands and your face, you know, just figuring that. But it's not for you. For all day, at least. It's definitely for you if you like flavor, though. Now, this is actually something I did want to talk about as well, is this was the first juice I dripped. Like, you know, I went ahead and bought my first dripper setup, which was a Sigelli 150 with a haze, probably a clone, I don't even remember, I don't even have that anymore. But the moment that I had a good build on it, and I dripped that on there, oh my god, it was probably one of the top experiences in vaping in my life. So this is definitely has a nostalgia thing going for it too. And you know, the cream, the varying cream that I did mention is there. It's there. It's just on the tail end. It's not an upfront flavor. It's just a very satisfying sweetness in the tail. You know, it's a very complimenting flavor to the bread, the nut, and the banana. It smooths it out. It makes it nice and smooth. I'm just gonna say stupid shit like that because I can't think off the top like that unless it's something retarded. But to compare its smoothness to something that you might encounter in the real world, it's as smooth as a baby's ass drenched in olive oil before you throw him down the hallway and he slides on his ass into the closet door and you and your family, or you know, your brother, your cousin, whoever, laugh like hell because you pretty much just made that child a vegetable. No, not really. It is comparable though to, you know, say like hookah smooth, if you catch my meaning. Like if you've ever smoked hookah, I mean you probably have, but how smooth hookah can be if it's a good hookah, like good hookah. No, I don't do hookah anymore. I don't really like it that much. It's too light of a flavor. That's why I like vaping. But definitely a 10 out of 10 on flavor. Now, presentation, it is a 10 out of 10. And the bottle itself is a 10 out of 10 because I've dropped these multiple times. Actually, if they hadn't discontinued one of the flavors, I would have done a fucking review on that one because of how interesting, like how complex of a flavor it was. But that bottle, you know, it was one of these. I dropped it like from about where my head is to the floor, which is, you know, pretty high up considering. Didn't shatter, didn't even crack. These are perfect bottles for what they are. Excuse me. But again, I just want to note that these things, these droppers, you actually have to break in a bit because, you know, if you're like me and you kind of like to pre-fill the dropper so you can get, you know, your drip there, and then when you get it back, like when you have to drip again, you just unscrew and drip. You know, you have to break it in. It's just a bit of a complaint in, you know, the convenience department, but it doesn't take away from anything. Anywho, before I talk myself into a literal fucking pit, because that's all I like to do is talk, I'm gonna sign off. So this has been Logan with You Get It We Vape, reviewing Monkey Nuts by Valor Vapor. 10/10 all day. Buy it. You can check them out at valorvapor.com, Facebook at Valor Vapor, and Instagram at Valor Vapor. So vape on. Y'all have a goddamn fine evening. Good night.